Hi student, this is the second example that I'm going to show to you. In this question, they already given you, look at this graph first. The graph, the polynomial graph has already been given, and we need to find, of course, the equation of the polynomial. Now, this is the general equation of the polynomial. Y is equivalent to k in bracket x minus a, x minus b, and x minus c. Remember, a, b, c, all of them are the roots. Now, we are supposed to have three roots, but look at the graph. There are only two, -2 and 1. Now, this is where you need to understand this one is something that we call a repeated roots. Now, what do you mean by repeated roots? If you recall what we learned in quadratic equation, we also actually had repeated root. Look at this example. Y is equivalent to x minus 2 and also x minus 2. So if you expand, you will get this equation y is equivalent to x squared minus 4x plus 4. But if you try to solve this, you will find out x equivalent to 2 only. It doesn't mean this has one root. It has two roots, two same roots. That is called repeated roots, 2 and 2. So here we have 1 and 1 as repeated roots. So now substitute 1 of the roots, another one is another root. Because this is -2, you make it +2. You have done already. The next problem is k, but if you look at the graph carefully, there is another coordinate given. When x is 2, y is actually equivalent to 8. So substitute these two values. Y is equivalent to 8, x is equivalent to 2 here, here, and here. To find the k value of 2, substitute back into this x minus 1 and x minus 1. You can just leave it like that, or you can also write as x minus 1 square. And of course, don't forget the third one, x plus 2. That's one example. Now look at this example. Again, this example also has repeated roots of 1. But the difference is the maximum value is on the right hand side. So you should know the k value is now negative. No need to worry about that. Substitute in the general formula. A is -1 here, x minus 1. Now this one becomes x plus 2. Once you have done that, substitute another coordinate which is also obvious. When x is -1, y is -4. I've already substituted y is -4, x -1, x -1, x -1. Solve it to get a k value. As expected, it is a negative value. So substitute back everything into the general equation. We will end up getting this equation. Y is equivalent to negative x minus 1 and x minus 1, or just x minus 1 square followed by x plus 2.